You buckle up, because things just took a wild turn. The internet's ablaze. And this time, the spotlight's not just on DDG, or Halle Bailey but on DDG's mom, Tanya, who just entered the chat, swinging. After Halle hinted at some questionable behavior from DDG, thinking she was about to expose him. What she didn't anticipate was Tanya clapping back and doing so loudly, and let's just say, the picture Tanya's painting of Halle. It's not pretty. Halle's fanbase has long seen her as the composed, angelic figure gracing red carpets and stages. But Tanya is peeling back that glittery image and suggesting that behind the scenes, there's another side, a messier one. Now people are left wondering, is Halle really the victim here? Or is there more to this story than she's letting on? Let's rewind, because this feud didn't come out of nowhere. It all started with Halle subtly throwing shade at DDG's family, in legal documents, essentially pointing fingers at them, especially his mom, as part of the reason the relationship went south. According to Halle, Tanya not only failed to hold her son accountable when things got allegedly toxic, but even helped him cover it all up. One particularly disturbing claim. Halle says DDG once physically harmed her, chipping her tooth in the process. She says she told his family, including Tanya, about it right after it happened, crying and pleading for support. Their alleged response: leave Halo and go. And then there's the parenting issue. Halle claimed DDG isn't as present a father as he likes the world to believe, on that Tanya is the one actually taking care of their child, Halo, during most visits. She said in court filings, I am aware that Daryl leaves Halo with his mother most of the visits, and his mother cares for Halo. Cue Tanya's entrance. First, she posted the infamous Kermit the Frog, hello, Jesus, take the wheel meme, a subtle move, but dripping with shade. The internet immediately caught the vibe, and many started accusing Tanya of enabling DDG's behavior, just like Halle claimed. But Tanya wasn't about to sit quietly. She responded with a post of her own, saying, I don't usually comment or say anything on this internet, even with all the negativity, lies, and hatred toward mine, but these accusations made me realize I've been quiet too long. Then came the twist. Halle brought receipts. She dropped text messages between her and Tanya that seemed to show Tanya acting as the go-between for DDG and his son. One message had Halle informing Tanya of their travel plans and asking about DDG's availability to pick up Halo. Tanya responded that DDG had decided to wait until they got back. He said that he will wait until you get back to get him, she wrote. That set the internet ablaze. People started questioning, if DDG is such a hands-on dad, why is his mom managing his parenting responsibilities? Tanya clapped back harder than ever, claiming Halle was twisting the narrative and portraying herself as a victim, while Shafa, grandmother, was stepping up when needed. Tanya insisted that instead of gratitude, she's getting shade. But fans weren't sold. In the comment sections, many pointed out a pattern. I don't usually blame moms for how grown men act, but DDG's mama is part of the problem. She enables him. You can see it. Clips surfaced online backing that up, like the moment DDG literally smacked food out of Tanya's hand on camera, and she just laughed it off like it was cute. In another clip, the mother of DDG's brother's child complained about how disrespectful he is, and again, Tanya brushed it off, saying that's just how he is. No accountability. Just deflection. And now, with the family drama boiling over in public, fans are torn. Is Tanya protecting her son like any mother would, or is she enabling a pattern of toxic behavior? Is Halle telling the full truth? Is she curating a narrative to shield herself? The gloves are officially off, and it doesn't look like anyone's backing down anytime soon.
Real communicate, but I don't talk to people disrespectful. If I'm talking in a high-pitched voice, it's not like I'm calling
no, I know him.
It's not like I'm calling
That's just him.
But you can't keep giving people that's just him, because it's still disrespectful.
How long y'all been together?
But it don't matter. It's still disrespectful.
He ain't changed from day one. He been this way.
No, Dejan is a little bit more disrespectful than what he was.
No, I was explaining to her that I don't act like a relationship to her anymore. Like, I just act how as if I would act towards, regular, like not regular, but like normal. Mm-hmm. It's an affectionate you, it's a relationship you, it's a lovable you.
Things just went from messy to downright explosive in the ongoing drama between DDG Halle Bailey, and now front and center DDG's mother, Tanya. And let's be real, this isn't just family tea anymore. It's a full-blown saga. If there was ever any doubt about how much control Tanya has in her son's lives, DDG's brother Dub made it crystal clear. In a now viral video, he casually confirmed what fans had been side-eyeing for a while. Tanya isn't just the family matriarch, the default co-parent. My mom is the reason we get our kids. I don't even talk to my baby mama, we go through my mom, Dub admitted, practically laughing through it. He called her the nicest person in the world. But the way he described her made it sound less like kindness and more like passivity. According to him, Tanya's the type to get a cup knocked out of her hand and just go get another one. Fans took one look at that clip and saw not just a sweet mother, but someone who's been enabling her sons to dodge responsibility. Especially when it comes to parenting. No one's out here trying to cancel Tanya or drag her motherhood through the mud, but Halle's claims are painting a picture of a mother who's been covering for her sons far too long. And this is where Tanya decided to drop the nice act. She wasn't posting memes anymore. No cryptic Jesus take the wheel subtweets. This time, she came with full legal smoke. Tanya filed an official declaration, accusing Halle of lying about everything from the abuse to DDG's parenting. She didn't just deny the allegations, she turned the spotlight directly back on Halle with shocking counterclaims. In Tanya's version of events, Halle wasn't the victim, she was allegedly the stalker. Tanya claimed that in June 2023, discovered the first AirTag tracking device hidden in his Maybach. That same night, Halle supposedly popped up uninvited at a Beverly Hills movie theater where DDG was out with another woman. Tanya says Halle called her directly that night, furious, claiming she knew exactly where DDG was and threatening to confront him on the spot. But that was just the beginning. According to Tanya, the next day DDG and her boyfriend George searched the Maybach and found the AirTag stashed under the back seat. And days later, another AirTag showed up, this time in DDG's Escalade. George started receiving those same eerie location alerts on his iPhone. And after a deep search, they found a second tracker hidden behind the seat. Then came another. Tanya claimed they found a third AirTag inside a vitamin bottle stashed in the Escalade. And just when you think it couldn't get more disturbing, Tanya alleged a fourth tracker was discovered in April 2024, this time inside baby Halo's diaper bag, carefully hidden beneath the cardboard lining. According to Tanya, this wasn't a coincidence or forgetfulness, this was calculated. She even claimed that while moving into DDG's house in early 2025, she found a stash of unused AirTags tucked away in a drawer. Allegedly, they belonged to Halle, who had lived there during and after her pregnancy. At this point, the relationship between Halle and Tanya had completely disintegrated. Things got so tense that Halle reportedly cut Tanya off from seeing her grandson altogether. And remember that restraining order Halle filed against DDG. The judge ultimately ruled in her favor, granting her sole custody and even giving her the green light to take baby Halo with her to Italy while she films her new movie. So now, we're looking at a complete family fracture. DDG under a restraining order. Tanya accusing Halle of surveillance and manipulation. Halle moving across the world with their son, and fans split down the middle, trying to make sense of a very public, very painful feud. This drama has gone way past internet gossip. It's layered with legal claims, deep family rifts, and emotional trauma on every side. And at the heart of it all is one unresolved question: who's really protecting baby Halo and who's just performing for the public? The custody drama between Halle Bailey and DDG just hit another boiling point, this time with the courts stepping in. Italy on the line, and Tanya, DDG's mother, right back in the hot seat. Let's break it down. Halle's headed to Italy to film her next movie, and she asked the court to allow her to bring baby Halo with her from June 7th to August 4th, 2025. According to Halle, DDG was fully aware of these plans for months. This wasn't a surprise. It's how she provides for herself and their son. Still, DDG pushed back, trying to block the international travel. But the judge wasn't buying it. The court gave Halle the green light, but under one condition: DDG can visit Halo in Italy, but only under professional supervision. That's where things got really sticky. DDG's lawyer, Larry Bachman, proposed that Tanya, DDG's mom, serve as the chaperone during those visits. But Halle's attorney, Jeremy Lane, quickly shut that idea down. Why? Because Halle had already accused Tanya of enabling DDG's behavior, and even suggested Tanya played a part in covering it up. This wasn't just about family, it was about trust and safety, and in the end, the judge agreed with Halle. No family members supervising, only neutral, qualified professionals would do. But it didn't stop there. The court laid out even stricter terms. No posting Halo on social media during visits, something that's bound to test DDG, considering how often he's featured his son online. Supervised visitation only, with trained personnel present at all times. Now here's where it gets even messier. DDG's legal team claimed they couldn't secure a proper supervisor except for a therapist. Yep, that's right. Meanwhile, Halle's camp had already coordinated with Italian authorities, complete with detectives and private security to oversee the visits. Her lawyer emphasized that this wasn't about drama, it was about keeping things safe and structured. Still, DDG's team pushed back, questioning why supervision was even necessary. But again, the judge pointed straight to Halle's previous protective filings, making it clear there were serious concerns that couldn't be brushed off. So, Halle's team came with another option. Her nanny and personal security could oversee the visits. But DDG's side objected, worried that the nanny could later testify in court. In response, the judge agreed to allow them, but on the condition that the nanny wouldn't be used as a witness in future hearings. What really struck people, though, was the claim that the nanny herself was uncomfortable being alone with DDG, is why security had to be involved at all times. At this point, DDG's visits with Halo are locked under a microscope, no room for error, and no family interference. But of course, Tanya wasn't having it. She argued she was fully capable of supervising visits herself and felt hurt being sidelined from her grandson's life. She even hinted that Halle was being vindictive by trying to keep her out altogether. But fans were quick to chime in. You should have addressed this behavior before. It's not just about being a supportive mom. One commenter wrote, "If your son hit that girl in front of your grandchild, and you're still defending him, that's not love, that's enabling." Others echoed the sentiments, eyeing Tanya's loyalty might be clouding her judgment, especially when her son's actions have led to a restraining order and sole custody being granted to Halle. Still, there are folks who see Tanya as just a mother trying to protect her child. The internet, as always, is deeply divided, but whether you believe Tanya's acting out of love or denial, there's no doubt this family feud is far from over. So now the question is Halle being overprotective? Or is she simply refusing to let history repeat itself for her sake, and for Halo's? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't go anywhere, because this custody saga just keeps unraveling.